That's fine. I'm all for ending income inequality, but let's not lie. The rich pay a lot of the taxes.
Notice what the guest does there, right? Last story. Bill Maher, who has become even as a liberal, a shocking beacon of truth nuggets. Bill Maher on his show this weekend had a couple guests on, two people who know very little about taxes. I don't recognize either one of them, but they were liberals. And the whole tax the rich argument's coming up again because Joe Biden wants to dramatically tax rich people. He said so on Friday. And Maher, again, calls out Biden and others and says, listen, just stop lying. What I've been begging for liberals to do for a long time. You want to tax the rich? Fine, make your case. But stop insulting people who are successful in this country by suggesting them and their companies don't pay taxes. That's absurd. That's outrageous. It's factually incorrect. You're making it up. Here's Bill Maher calling out the left on this. Check this out.
This is a new thing that people have been doing. They've been wearing, I guess, their message, their life philosophy, tax the rich. I just want to read I had some sets here. Oh, New York City, 65,000, the richest 65,000 New Yorkers out of 8 million people pay 51% of taxes.
And what proportion is that?
I'm just saying 65,000 out of 8 million pay half.
And their taxes
so it's
are
not
still
like
too
we
low.
don't tax the rich at all.
Mm-hmm.
We've been slashing taxes on the rich for 50 years,
Yeah,
though.
okay.
The rich are richer now
Okay.
than they have ever been, and the lie we've been told the whole time we've been cutting taxes on the rich was that if the rich just have the most money they can possibly have, we will all benefit, we will all have jobs, and it's a lie, and it hasn't come true.
No.
And we need to go back to the high tax rates that we used to have.
That's fine. I'm all for ending income inequality, but let's not lie. The rich pay a lot of the taxes.
Notice what the guest does there, right? Bill Maher's guest. Bill Maher's guest is uncomfortable with the fact that he doesn't know what he's talking about. The guest, that is, not Maher. And that the rich do, in fact, pay a lot, a whole lot. Matter of fact, the overwhelming majority of taxes, and it's not even close. The top 1% pay how much, folks? How much? 40% of the income tax load. The top the top 1%, the top 10%, pay 70% of the taxes. So notice what the guest does. He changes the talking point. Oh, well, it's not that the rich don't pay a lot. It's just they're paying a lot less than they always have. That's a lie, too. Here's the Tax Foundation data. Be in the newsletter again. It's like day 6 in a row. Scott Hodge, March of 2021. Well, in case you're thinking the rich make more, therefore they should pay more, the top 1% account for only 20% of income, yet pay 40% of the taxes. He talks about the top 0.1%, and he says the amount they pay is the highest level since 2001, as far back as the IRS data allows them to measure. The top 0.1%, paid a greater share of the income tax burden than the bottom 75% of taxpayers combined. Leftists out there, please stop lying. It's unbecoming. It makes you look like losers. Please stop lying. If your talking point is, and you know what really shocked me? Can I be candid with you for a moment? I got a lot, not just a few, but a lot of emails from conservatives this weekend because I brought this point up on my show, Unfiltered, on Fox. Conservatives, or people who said they were conservative in the email, saying, yeah, Dan, the rich may pay a lot, but that Warren Buffett. What? So you acknowledge the rich pay the overwhelming amount of taxes, and you bring up a single example, and I ask you this, are you Warren Buffett's accountant? I'm no friend to Warren Buffett. Don't know him, never met him. I don't care what Warren Buffett pays in taxes. Are you his accountant? No, you're not. So you have no idea what he pays. And what if I told you Warren Buffett makes a lot of his money from investments, not income? So you want to tax investments now? No. You just want to tax Warren Buffett's investments. Folks, we don't make laws for one person. We don't make anti-Gee laws and anti-Joe laws and anti-Warren Buffett laws. We make laws that apply to all people. Do you not get that? So now, because Warren Buffett invests in the stock market, you want to tax Warren Buffett's investments at a higher level, knowing it'll affect your investments too. Oh, I didn't think of that. Of course you didn't think of that. He makes his money off investments. What happens when Warren Buffett loses money? Oh, yeah, he only gets to write off a certain amount. That's at-risk income. That's why it's taxed at a lesser rate. It's not income. Warren Buffett is not working at a local fast food joint flipping burgers. I don't even know this guy. I'm not defending this guy. I'm simply suggesting when, like my guest did on the rebuttal, you bring up individual examples. Jeff Bezos did this and Warren Buffett did that. You're talking about changing laws that will affect them. Yeah, you want to tax Warren Buffett at twice the rate he's making now? Go right ahead. Just know that your investments will be taxed at the same rate. Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? We don't write laws for individual people? No, we don't. And if you can explain to me ever in coherent sentences and language why you think government should have money that individuals shouldn't have and what the government will do better with that money than individuals would, I'd love to hear it. You can.
You just heard the Dan Bongino Show.